and I couldn't be more excited. Those guys were having a big laugh.
It's pretty cool that they enjoyed it.
It's pretty amazing. So all of those things are very exciting. Here's where people started shitting on us. So there's this guy who has a show. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. It's Science Entertainment. He's got a YouTube channel. I've watched lots of his videos. He talks a lot about the O&A universe.
How did he get into YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. How do you get into YouTube? So this guy's got this channel, and they started talking about us because this is all the rage. I didn't even mention, somebody uploaded, in fact, it was Daniel Dragici uploaded our show onto YouTube and then spliced in additional audio from Chip Show and O&A and Opie Show. So he created his own kind of montage, mostly our show. This has 40,000 views on YouTube right now.
Wow.
Somebody else just uploaded the entire show complete, start to finish. That has 6,000 views and lots of shitty comments.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, YouTube, if you want a nice little ego boost, don't put anything up on YouTube. Not gonna happen. These people not thrilled with what we're doing. So this guy, Science, so this show has gone everywhere. Anyone who's into O&A knows about this show. So this guy, Science, he's big into this universe. He does his own show, and he's got like a co-anchor who brings it up.
I checked out a new show called Who Are These Podcasts, where they just review people's shows.
Oh, well, people shut the fuck up about this guy. I've seen it. I watched it. When it trashed Opie, I get it. First and foremost, they stink.
All right.
Says the guy who's broadcasting from, it sounds like a garage door with the door open. You're like,
He's credible.
yeah.
Well, it's funny because this co-host who brings it up is talking about, I listened to their Howard Stern episode, I listened to Cumtown, I listened to Adam Carolla. He's talking about all these episodes he listened to of Who Are These Podcasts because he discovered the show. But then he critiques us. He says this.
Yeah, their commentary is awful. Because it'll be like, and that's not a joke, huh? I mean, well, like, what was that, huh?
Opie said to do this.
Commentary.
Opie doesn't contribute, and I mean, we're 40-year-old white people, and we don't. It's like, what do you...
That's hilarious because the guy goes, they don't have any jokes. They play his clips and they go, oh, that's funny. And then they do the exact same thing. He had nothing. But the guy before that or after that said, I listened to all these episodes. Well, then what the fuck are you listening to? I appreciate you listening, but also...
Lick my balls! Yeah!
We're very upfront that we're not good at this.
Right! I think it's apparent. All right, then one more clip from this guy. They talked about us for 6 or 7 minutes. But here's one more clip, just to show how much they disliked us.
I didn't get why people dug it so much, to be honest with you.
So not great quality, but you get the point. So I do want to talk about, we've gotten a ton of feedback and comments from people. One of my favorites was I referred to Opie's podcast as being less funny than Bill Cosby. And somebody wrote me and said, Bill Cosby's very funny. What are you talking about? I was confused by that. We've gotten a lot of requests to review Anthony Cumia's show, which I mentioned. A lot of people are saying you should just do Opie.
I don't know what kind of app this is, but that's him. He's a big fat-headed ginger. That's him.
He looks like Carl from Hardy's podcast. All right, I'm running a bridge. Sorry. Hardy's podcast dude stinks. Carl fucking sucks. He's not funny. I'm sure he's gay. So excited. He's high energy. He's Harvey Firestein. A little less Jewish. Pretty sure they're still Jewish, though.
And there's an app, I guess. Well, I don't even know what this is. You sing karaoke duets with other people? Because sometimes someone else pops up on the screen and you're doing like a song with the
By
other...
the way, there's shit takedowns of what they do. Look, the nigga is actually reviewing the podcast. He's not shitting on the people in real life. Like, you actually do a shit podcast. All right, faggot. You're a Jew fag who does a thing.
person. I can't imagine you know the person. It's kind of like... If you find some of his videos where he sings, because he fancies himself a thrash metal singer. So he does a lot of that. But there are a couple of more tender tunes. His complete inability to stay on key and stay on time with a song is fucking fantastic to me.
Just and Karen Brennan called him out. You won't attack, and he responded, "I'm not going to burn that. They're racist. Not allowed to ever become Big Bridge. Dummy." Carl from Hardy's podcast. You're hitching a wagon to Anthony Cumia, who can't get a job in show. That's who Carl from Hardy's podcast is hitching his wagon to. The nigga was fired, had to leave New York and buy a house in South Carolina, and they're gonna fire everyone in New York. I'm telling you, this is happening now. But Carl from Hardy's podcast is a hysterical Jew.
Complete lack of ability to hear a tempo and to stay on a key, a note. Unless he's doing, his thrash metal, which I think is why he took to...
Hello, Kyle! Like, why are you screaming? Remember on the Bozo the Clown show? He sounds like Bozo screaming. Hey, Kyle! Calm down, nigga.
Doing thrash metal. But he's just this...
Fucking screaming. You're not funny. You don't get to scream.
Chubby ginger dude that... Like, it's just the antithesis of cool, but he tries to play it off like he's Dean Martin or something. Old school cool. And
I don't even know if they covered Opie anymore. I just thought they went to Stuttering John.
he's just terrible. Did you find any of those? No?
Yeah, I'm still looking.
I've heard it's very difficult.
By the way, the growth of your show, if your main focus is Stuttering John, holy shit, you stink.
Find his stuff. Like, it's hard to find his
There's
stuff.
apparently some Indian Bollywood star named Patrick Michael or Michael Patrick or
damn
something.
it.
So.
And now the whole business setup. For these podcasts are basically doing Jocktober. But the business setup is bad because you can never attack a big, good, successful podcast. So you'll never really grow. You can trash shit niggas. Like, they can't cover Joe Budden or that horror Call Me Daddy 60 Minutes. So they'll never be big. And they got good with Kumia, who's blacklisted, and they think that's their goal forward.
Odd. Yeah, it's so fucking funny though. He's got a little mic set up, and then someone else.
I think Carl from this podcast is like 50. How old is he? No, he'll never attack anyone who likes him. And he explained this, by the way. He'll never burn a bridge. Okay, so no integrity in what you do. He'll never be. What Carl from Hardy's podcast says is he'll never really be honest.
Else is split screen with him, and I'm thinking that's what some kind of app is. Like you go online and with a song, and someone might pick you, and they go, "Oh, let's sing this song together." And you both hear it at the same time and start singing, and he's just terrible. Like people try, these girls, and he just comes in, and like, oh, that's awful. So I definitely want to talk about him. He's fantastic. Stuttering John, that's a given. We need to review the latest Stuttering John show in August 6th when I do the Who Are These Podcasts. And then Greg Opie Hughes. I mean, I love how they pick apart the Opster. They really understand his all of his little idiosyncrasies, his idiosyncrasies. Okay, here, we'll go to Bobby in South Carolina. Maybe Bobby knows a little more.
You know, Cunha, why'd you do it on Hardy's podcast? You get more viewers if you just did it right now. And have a faggot Jew going, "Oh my God, can we did anything?" I'm doing a Carl from Hardy's podcast impersonation. "Oh my God, can we did it?" It's fucking DEFCON 1 with this nigga. Calm down. Opie did something. You're gonna flick your bean to you, weirdo.
Bobby, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah, what's going on?
Doing all right?
I just got my concealed carry permit today in the mail. It's the easiest thing in the world. I showed up at which is...
I should do what Hardy's podcast do to them. And the primary target is their gay fag Jew host. They got a gay fag Jew host. The dude Carl is gay as fuck.
Totally bizarre to me.
Oh, interesting. That's stupid.
It's North Carolina, so they can go either way.
So you can't put your pistol in the glove compartment.
Podcast has a purpose.
Exactly. You want it within 4 seconds. The glove compartment's more than 4 seconds away.
Are you allowed to? I'm not sure about this, but in North Carolina, are you allowed to conceal carry it on your person in your car?
I don't think so.
Now that's.
I can do that tonight. I can watch your latest one with E-Rock you talked about. We got a $25 stream out donation. I'll watch your latest video with E-Rock. That had to have been shit because E-Rock's not funny. They're not funny.
Well, it's strange. They want it out in the open so the cop can see it as he's approaching.
Well, if you're a legal, law-abiding gun owner, you would enforce because they rip him apart so perfectly. Like anyone could just get a...
nobody. They're nobodies, and they're not funny. What are you talking about? They're not funny in any way, shape, or form. It's run by Harvey Weinstein. Carl from Hardy's podcast is Skinny Harvey Weinstein. Run by a gay Jew.
Show and go, hey, what are you going to do? Well, we're going to shit on podcasts.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, all right. And then you listen. And the real thing is you'd be like, well, you better be really good because you're just shitting on a podcast. But no, they dissect these things in such a great way where you understand why the show does suck, why the host is a complete lack of talent. I can't get enough.
He seems to be pulling some serious numbers here with a solid 14 subscribers.
Woo, yeah.
And let's see. So that one's
fair. There's more subs and views than fucking Eastside Dave. And you're going to show on your network.
84 views.
Yeah.
84 views.
That one's got
rivaling Greg. Wow, that's a big one. What is that? We got introduction, Ginger Snap podcast. Can we see a little of that? Please. That's the big
week's time.
And this one annoys me. If you're just going to shit on sitting around Opie, which you should, don't tell your shit. We're shitting on this podcast. We'll spend 2 seconds. We're going to get to be want to watch us shitting on Opie and centering John.
not end well.
But I wanted to come here and create a show where I didn't feel to myself that I was.
That show will be coming out that weekend after that Friday with Anthony Cumia on the show. And will be good old school Jocktober, which I'm very excited about. Now, this guy Sayanzi. Are you familiar with Sayanzi?
Oh, yeah. Isn't it science?
Maybe. I used to pronounce it science, and then people made fun of me, so I don't know.
Potato.
Honestly, I don't like cartoon shows from Japan, so I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Oh, that's what that is? Okay.
I think so.
Maybe it's hentai.
He's a dork. I don't know what his name means. All right. I do know his name is Kyle. His real name is Kyle. So Kyle, what he likes to do now is grab video shows that are behind a paywall and then put them up on YouTube while he's talking about them. So he did this to me and Shuli the other day, which was really fucking annoying. Shuli and I did a Patreon-only episode, and then immediately that's up on YouTube with this guy talking about it. And then he also did it with Anthony Cumia. So he's playing what I just played for you, Anthony talking about how he's going to come on WATP. Well, Kyle gets very upset about this. He gets very butthurt that Anthony Cumia would come on our show, and he starts ragging on us.
Gordy's podcast dude stinks. Karl fucking sucks. He's not funny. I'm sure he's gay. So excited. He's high energy. He's Harvey Fierstein. A little less Jewish. Pretty sure they're still Jewish, though.
So I'm gay and I'm high energy and I'm not funny, according to Kyle. Let's hear more about how much I suck.
They're shit takedowns of what they do. Look, the nigga is actually reviewing the podcast. He's not shitting on the people in real life. Like, you have to do a shit podcast. All right, faggot. You're a Jew fag who does a thing.
Well, I obviously don't have your wit or your broadcaster voice, but I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. I also like that he's stealing Cumtown's material. He's just calling me a gay Jew fag over and over again. Okay. It's fun. It's not bad. So then he rags on me for having Stuttering John be the centerpiece of the show.
By the way, the growth of your show, if your main focus is Stuttering John, holy shit, you stink.
So I disagree with this. If you can grow a show focusing on Stuttering John, that means you're amazing. No one else in history has done this. I'm the only person who's built an audience with Stuttering John. Howard Stern didn't get more listeners because he had Stuttering John on his show. Jay Leno couldn't do it. John can't do it himself.
No.
I'm quite remarkable in that way. Yes. That I'm able to grow the show talking about Stuttering John Melendez. So when I listen to this guy, we've talked about him before because his claim to fame is he talks about Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern and kind of the stuff that we do. And, you know, it's behind the scenes stuff that he tries to do. And so I think that he's really upset that this didn't work out for him. And instead, Anthony Cumia is talking about my show and coming on my show. And so now he feels the need to lash out at me and just really throws everything at me.
Gordy's podcast are basically doing Jocktober. But the business setup is bad because you can never attack a big, good, successful podcast. So you'll never really grow. You can trash shit niggas. Like, they can't cover Joe Budden or that horror Call Me Daddy 60 Minutes. So they'll never be big. And they got good with Cumia, who's blacklisted, and they think that's their goal forward.
So this guy's projecting a lot of things. Like, oh, they do this, they think this, they think that. He doesn't know anything about this show, obviously. We've done Call Her Daddy. Yeah. We do big shows all the fucking time.
And we don't think. So
right. Thinking is not something that we're up to over here.
Asshole.
You dummy. But he explains that he knows everything about what we're up to.
But I think Carl from this podcast is like 50. How old is he? No, he'll never attack anyone who likes him. And he explained this, by the way. He'll never burn a bridge. Okay, so no integrity in what you do. He'll never be... What Carl from Hardy's podcast says is he'll never really be honest.
If I'm 50, I look pretty good. You have to say that.
Right.
Not bad for 50. I'll never attack anyone who likes me. Okay, we've gone after Dick Masterson, Doug from Who's Right, Kyle from the Official Podcast, Doug from Good Times, Great Movies, Chrissy Mayer. I think I have a fucking series about Chrissy Mayer.
You attack me all the time.
Producer Chris, this fucking asshole. What he's referring to is Kevin Brennan on Twitter told me to review Would You Kindly, and I said, no. I produce my show. Kevin Brennan doesn't produce my show. If Kevin Brennan tells me to jump, I don't say how high. I say, go fuck yourself, Kevin Brennan. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. And he goes on to say, this is an integrity issue. I don't have integrity. I'm not running for office. I host a roast-style comedy show. I'm not looking for integrity. We're just trying to put out a fun show, a fun product. Do I have to explain all this? Does this make sense?
No. But it's nice that you do.
It is nice that I do. All right. Let's see. He's confused. He doesn't think that we have an audience over here.
Konya, why'd you do it on Hardy's podcast? You get more viewers if you just did it right now. And have a faggot Jew going, oh my God, we did anything? I'm doing Carl from Hardy's podcast impersonation. Oh my God, we did it? It's fucking DEFCON 1 with this nigga. Calm down. Obi did something. You're gonna flick a bean to you weirdo.
What did he say at the very end there? Did you pick that up?
He's called you a weirdo.
No, I heard weirdo. But everybody listen and tell me what this is.
Obi did something. You're gonna flick a bean to you weirdo.
What was that? One more time. All right. Give it a listen.
Obi did something. You're gonna flick a bean to you weirdo.
Yeah. Something about dim sum?
Making me hungry.
Flicking beans?
Obi did something. You're gonna flick a bean to you weirdo.
So when I hear a guy who can't talk and doesn't have good material, I wonder...
Should I make a segment out of this?
No, I wonder who's watching Kyle? Who's watching Kyle's show? And then I'm listening to the latest... Is it The Shoes? And doesn't Patty Seacup say this?
Even that weirdo that was fucking Science Media or Science Entertainment, and he's Yewneek now. Guys like this I enjoy. Because they don't understand how they are actually part of that entertainment as well. You're just as much a part of the joke as what you're talking about.
So, this is funny.
This is getting meta.
This is getting meta because here is Patty Seacups going, this science-y guy, he doesn't realize that why it's funny is because he's a moron. And he even goes a little bit further than that. And this is brilliant.
The one dude, the Yewneek guy, he shouldn't be on a mic anywhere.
I should mention that Science-Y's recently rebranded to be Yewneek. So that's who he's talking about. But it's Kyle. I promise you that.
The one dude, the Yewneek guy, he shouldn't be on a mic anywhere. Does he not hear his own voice? That's not a voice anybody could listen to. It is so hard to get through. He's got fucking wet mouth. You know, the brain say, like, what's going on, dude? What is going on? And I rarely ever see a video on his YouTube that has upvotes instead of more upvotes than downvotes, which that's lingo for Reddit. But he doesn't have more likes than dislikes in most of his videos.
Dude, you're getting goofed on by Patrick Michael.
Oh, man.
I don't think you're ready for this, buddy. I got to play more clips, though, because you'd go on to roast us some more.
I should do what Hardy's podcast do to them. And is the primary target is their gay fag Jew host. They got a gay fag Jew host. The dude Carl is gay as fuck.
Oh, okay. Nick Moen, good jokes there. I mean, if you want to do a style show like we do and goof on us, please try to figure that out. Go for it.
There's a reason why you go after Stuttering John and Opie every time. I like that. Like the model has even changed for Hardy's podcast, and they should just fully change the model. Just embrace it. Stop doing random other podcasts. No one watches those episodes. That's why during those episodes, hey, we're going to talk about shit you don't care about. But then we're going to get Stuttering John and Opie. Just talk about them all the time. But admit, tomorrow if Opie reached out to you and was willing to be your fucking co-host, you would never trash him again.
My show is bigger than fucking Opie's at this point, and I 100% disagree with that. I do not want Opie to be a co-host with me on the show. It would not go well, and it would not be fun.
What do you mean?
So I'm not sure what he's talking about with that. So just a few more things that I want to play because, you know, Shuli reached out to me and he's like, why is this guy playing our show on his show, the one that we just did? And then he sent me some choice links. And this is his mother-in-law coming in while he's doing his live stream and calling him a loser, which is pretty funny.
My job is taking care of your children because you don't.
Right.
Yeah, I
No
know you
doubt.
think that's funny, but when I leave my kids with you, you
I
can't
leave
even
my
take care
kids
of
with
them then.
you. No, but you have to leave them with me because there's
Because I
fucking.
have to pay bills and do stuff. That's
Pay
what
bills
grown
and
people
do.
do.
What bills
Sorry,
do you
grown
pay?
people don't lay in bed and play video games all day.
Yes, they do. The people who make money do. What do you do?
Okay, Kyle, show your last pay stub. Let's see.
Let's see your last welfare check.
I don't get welfare.
She goes, you know, people with jobs don't lay in bed all day and play video games. He goes, yeah, they do. He's like, I'm a winner. I'm an adult. This is what people do. No, Kyle, it's not. You're a fucking loser. You're a loser who, I don't know who you're broadcasting to, but you're broadcasting domestic violence on your show. This is him getting hit by his mother-in-law while he's broadcasting.
You live with your daughter and you fucked up our career by losing your fucking daughter's car because you're a crackhead, you fucking crackheaded fuck.
I'm a crackhead.
Yeah, lost your daughter's first car.
I'm a crackhead.
Yeah, you
You're
lost your
fucking
daughter's
drunk,
car.
motherfucker. You drink every fucking night of the week.
You lost your daughter's car
Yeah.
and put us
Yeah.
in debt.
Yeah. Sure I did, Kyle.
Yeah, you did.
Fucking
You,
piece of shit.
yeah, you took advantage of your daughter and fucked her man back when she was 18.
I did not fuck you. You motherfucker.
I said her man, not me, weirdo. Whoa, stop trying to be part of me.
That was him getting hit at the end. The other thing was slamming the door because he was like pushing the door against her. And then at the end when he's like, you know, trying to fuck your daughter's boyfriend, then she lost her fucking mind and went and hit him. So this is the worst audio that you're going to hear right now. And this would be Kyle gets upset because someone's children, his girlfriend's children, his girlfriend's mom's children, who the fuck knows? These people live a very different lifestyle than I do. And the kids are making noise, and he gets upset because he's broadcasting to 7 people, and it's very important that he puts on a great show with his mush mouth. So doesn't he leave and smack his kid around? And I'm alleging that's what's happening. That's what people are saying is what happened. And this is the audio of it.
I gotta handle kids because you couldn't stupid.
Ban him forever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're a fucking retard, fuck. I go handle the fucking kids. Yes, fuck.
Why fighting with you?
He comes back a couple minutes later, and he's singing a song. He's all very proud of himself after going around and smacking people around in his home. Great job, Kyle. You're doing a bang-up job. I can't believe Anthony Cumia doesn't want to go on your show. It's crazy that wouldn't happen. But he does think he's big, and he goes on, he's talking to his family, and he says, when you become big, your family and friends become haters. And then he calls his girl a nobody.
But in real life, when you become big, the most haters around you will be your family and friends. I hate you the most because you became a somebody.
End it.
What am I ending?
End your stream. That's what I said.
You giving me some booty?
Did you hear that, people? No.
Yeah, you give me some booty.
No, I'm not giving you no booty. The fuck?
Then get the fuck out of here. Why I enter you fucking nobody? Get a job. Make some money. Contribute.
He calls his girlfriend a nobody.
Carl, you're fucking credibility. Look, you don't want to. Kumia helped you out initially, gave you the initial bump. Shit on Opie. How are you not doing a Horty's podcast on Shuli's shit show? That miserable men show. Holy shit, dude. You need to start stepping it the fuck up. There's a reason why you go after Stuttering John and Opie every time. The model has even changed for Horty's podcast. And they should just fully change the model. Just embrace it. Stop doing random other podcasts. No one watches those episodes. That's why during those episodes, hey, we're going to talk about shit you don't care about. But then we're going to get Stuttering John and Opie. Just talk about them all the time. But admit, tomorrow if Opie reached out to you and was willing to be your fucking co-host, you would never trash him again. That's what I see. But now let's get into this new Brian Callen, Sam Tripoli.
My shield.
That last week we played on the show this guy Kyle calling me out. I think his specific terms were I was a gay Jew fag.
Yeah.
I believe is what he said about me. So we responded to that, and then he responded to our response.
Yeah.
And this is what it sounded like.
And by the way, he'll never battle me. He'll never come on here live. He'll never talk to me. He fears me. People are, Kyle, when I go on Horty's podcast, they'll never invite me. They're too afraid of me. I'm not a pussy like them.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Yewneek is here. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy?
What up?
I thought I wasn't going to invite you on the show. That I was scared of you, and yet here you are. How did that happen?
You invited me on?
Yes, correct. So you were wrong again. Kyle, I figured out who you are. You're Stuttering John without the resume. No one's laughing with you. I know people watch your videos, but no one's laughing with you. Like Patrick Michael said, you are part of the joke in your videos.
I'm just letting those bombs sit there that you prepared.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, cool. So let me play.
Wow.
Let me play the great
and
jokes.
Brought up Stuttering John too.
Let me play the great jokes that you had on your show. Then let's listen to this.
No, Patrick Michael is.
Well, if you don't know who Patrick Michael is, then you don't know our show. But okay.
Carl, you're getting goofed on by your delivery
Are you
driver.
playing audio clips right now?
Who tells Jude
Yeah, you don't look good, dude. You hide behind your microphone. What's the fucking difference if it's audio or not? I love how you're like, oh, you still play audio? Yes. It's an audio show.
God, you had a raging kike boner when you said that?
All right, I'm gonna mute
Oh my
you.
God, you're
I'm gonna
not
mute
funny,
you
guy.
while I play your clip here, proving that you're not funny.
Carl, you're getting goofed on by your delivery driver who tells Jew jokes because you're a Jew and you have to deliver food and you know he's not going to get a good tip. So when the delivery driver brings over the food, he's a fucking Jew. I'm going to get 15%.
How does he deliver these jokes from under that Klan hood?
Very well done, Kyle.
You see this fucking... I can't believe Merch is this fat, though.
What are you doing your own show right now?
Profile he does when he looks back at Baked Alaska.
Are you doing your own show right now? What's going on?
Yeah, because you're not funny or interesting, and you get no views, and you're playing audio clips.
All right.
What are you doing?
That's all you got, buddy?
Does Kumia smell like children's hymens when you meet him?
So I heard you on Kumia's show asking to be his co-host.
Biting your hand.
You called Anthony Kumia and asked to be his co-host after Dave Landau left.
What?
Why did you want to be on his show after Dave Landau left? You asked to be on his show.
The joke was obviously you would never pick me, stupid.
Oh, hilarious. Great joke.
First of all, I'm black, so that would never happen. But second of all, he hates.
How come you said you were going to go on Radio Gunk when they had Brent Hatley on and then you weren't?
She said she couldn't have me on because Brent wanted to do it by himself.
Oh, okay. Well, you also said you were going to come on WATP.
I destroyed the Hatleys live, right?
Oh, well, everyone's destroyed the Hatleys. It's not that impressive.
Hey, you're Brent Hatley without the resume.
No, am I?
What was that joke? But seriously, when did you come up with that joke?
It was yesterday.
Were you like, I'm going to start out at the gate with this one.
So you changed your name from, what is it, Sayenzi? Was that what your name used to be?
Yeah, that was my name, Sayenzi.
So you changed it because you were embarrassed that it was a children's cartoon reference?
No, because right now you didn't even pronounce it right.
Yeah, okay, so tell me how to pronounce it. I don't watch children's cartoons.
You don't watch children's cartoons?
Dude, if you knew
Maybe why
anything
you're not
about
funny
me, you'd know I played a band called the Isotopes. You could be goofing at me right now. Can I tell you the only thing that pissed me off is when you said that if Opie reached out to me, I would have him on the show. I'd be at Gebhard's podcasting with him. That was very insulting, sir.
That is offensive.
That was pretty rough. I didn't like that one.
You wouldn't, though? I would.
I certainly would not. What would that do for me to podcast with that retard?
I would be the biggest one. He would never do it, but...
Well, the reason why this all started is because you were jealous that Anthony's coming on my show. Wouldn't you rather have Anthony than Opie?
Well, a lot more people will watch Anthony on me, and it'd be a lot more explosive and funnier,
okay.
But...
I know, so why isn't he doing your show? I can't believe it. It'd be so much better for him.
Why?
Yeah, why do you think that is?
I'm black and he doesn't like me?
Oh, the race card. Okay. It's the race card. I get it.
But wait, the race card. Wait. You saying I pulled the race card and the guy who was fired for racism?
Yeah, you said that too.
Now kicked off Twitter for racism.
Carl's going to have this.
I'm saying I'm using the race card against Anthony Cumia.
You go, Carl's going to have this guy who was fired for being a racist. You were yelling that I was a gay Jew for 7 minutes straight. What are you talking about?
I'm like, Patrice, just because I'm racist doesn't mean I can't call out someone else's racism.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool hypocrisy. That's very fun. So when you were on the show and calling me out...
Anthony's racism, by the way. I think it's funny.
Okay. When you were calling me out, were you trying to be funny with what you were saying? Or were you just trying to be insightful? Because you were telling me my programming sucks and I shouldn't do shows that aren't Stuttering John or Opie. Was that real advice you were giving me?
Honestly, be insightful. And my thing was... maybe we should move on from the Stuttering John and Opie thing.
That's interesting, because then you also said later on that I should only do Stuttering John. So it seems like you're a confused boy.
My thing is, if you're not going to move on, just do them exclusively then.
Okay. So are you familiar with SEO?
No.
Okay. I think it's probably a good thing to do other shows besides the same 2 shows every week for people to discover your show.
But are the other shows you're doing big or anything?
Yeah, I do lots of big shows. We did Call Her Daddy, the one you told me I wouldn't do.
I said you wouldn't do that one?
You said I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't touch Alex Cooper. She's just too popular.
I don't think I said that because I know of the podcast. I don't know Alex Cooper.
Well, I played it on my show last week, but you're not familiar.
Been in it, right?
You're not familiar with my show, and you call me out, which is kind of stupid. It's like, why not talk about something else you don't know about, like math or being in a loving family? Why talk about shit you know nothing about? It doesn't make sense.
Prepared jokes stink.
Yeah.
And of course you brought up the math thing because you're a Jew.
Oh, Jews are good at math?
Yeah, I don't know banking either, Carl. Sorry.
All right. Fair enough. All right.
Well, are you actually Jewish?
I'm not Jewish, no. My name is actually quite German. We had a thing not too long ago with those people.
Oh, you were one of the German Jews, were you?
Well, no. But, Kyle, you're a blast to talk to, I got to tell you. A lot of fun.
Yeah, real joy.
We have a lot of chemistry. I'll give you the last word, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, that was it.
You want to plug your YouTube channel or Twitch or anything?
No, I get more views than you.
Right, because that's how plugging works. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Everyone
good, sir.
who watches you knows me, so it would be pointless.
Okay. I saw you come into our room in the Discord going, hey, guys, I'm here, and everyone ignored you, and then you left.
Yeah, I got one thing to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see the Mersh Baked Alaska thing?
I have not watched that, no.
Dude.
Was it fun?
So Baked Alaska is so stupid. What do you think Mersh was going to fight him? But
isn't Baked Alaska in prison right now?
No, this happened last night. Mersh got his car towed, and on the way to go see it towed, he runs into Baked Alaska. Baked Alaska, first of all, I didn't know Mersh was that fucking fat.
Yeah, I met him back in December in Tampa, and he could probably lose a couple lbs.
And he was with his friend who had a chick and 2 other chicks that were with his friend, but not with him. And as he's walking away, Baked Alaska's like, it was fucking fighting. He's screaming, you're a fucking pussy. But on that thing, I'm like, what are you going to fight you right there on the street for no reason?
So it's a fun video, as you're saying?
Because Merch just tried to get off a joke when he goes, holy fuck, you're fat. Merch goes, well, the camera.
That's good. That's pretty good.
I thought Merch didn't look that bad, and I was just shocked how fucking fat Merch was.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, we'll have to definitely
check out that video now.
Check that out.
Check the Zapruder film tonight.
All right.
Pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, Kyle. Thanks for all of your kind words about me being a Jew fag. I appreciate it, buddy.
It's all in love, you kike fuck.
All right, buddy. You be you. See ya. That was fun. All right, Crow.
I think I asked him off the air.
It is a wig, right?
Oh, that was your question?
It is a wig.
I swear I've never seen anything to I think he colors it.
Can I tell you what my take is?
Yeah.
So he's locked up in his house, and he's scared to death of anyone coming into his house. If someone brings him food, if it's salad, he's put it in the microwave.
Right.
He's that afraid of the virus.
Absolutely.
And yet his hair never changes. It doesn't grow longer. It's always exactly the same color, same everything.
Who knows?
How is that possible?
Maybe the guy sleeps sitting up, Carl. I don't know. I'm not a hair guy.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know, but I can tell you, in all the years I've been there, I've seen him scratch his shit. I've seen him move it in meetings. Not move like his head, but
showing off. He's like, hey, look at what I can do.
He was like sunglasses, like woo woo woo, just flipping them up. No, as far as I know, it is not.
See, you never saw it like on him crooked coming out of the bathroom or anything?
I picture it like Darth Vader in Empire.
Yeah.
Where it's like it comes down from the ceiling and lands and he turns around and he's like, you may enter now, Shuli.
Hey, boss.
One time the tag was on his forehead. One time. But that was
it was a new wig, what he's supposed to do.
He was getting used to it. He was breaking it in.
All right. So speaking of lawsuits and fun lawsuits, I want to bring in this guy, Yewneek, who's been on the show before, Kyle. And Kyle, are you there, buddy? Yeah, he is there. So Yewneek was Sayanz, Uniqueness, Unique Kyle, goes by a lot of different names. He's been broadcasting on YouTube and other sites on the internet for a very long time, talking about Opie and Anthony, Howard Stern, lots of different personalities. And you just got your YouTube channel taken down because Brendan Schaub was butthurt.
Yes, I made fun of him, and he sued me.
So this is very scary for people like me when I heard about this. And I mentioned on my show last week that Brendan Schaub can go fuck himself, and I'm not a fan of this guy because suing people because they goof on you is a pretty shitty thing to do.
Monetary ramifications.
So have you gotten legal advice? Like, what's the next move here?
Yes, I reached out to lawyers. Lawyers have done videos about this. I'm still waiting to get served.
Oh, you haven't gotten served yet? I thought you did.
No, he just sent that thing to YouTube, which I think was ultimately his end goal, just to get my channels taken down. And I see him doing nothing else to go further with this, which means I'm going to have to. But there's a whole process where I have to get served first, then react, send his lawyer something, then the court signed. By Monday, I was like, I'm just going to hit the court and be like, yo, this dude still hasn't served me. I don't think he's going to because he got what he wanted. My channel's taken down. But YouTube DM'd me and said, if you get a judgment in your favor, we'll reinstate him.
All right, so that's very interesting because I just got that note from YouTube. I don't know if you heard me saying this. I don't think you were on yet. But I got a note from YouTube considering John tried to do the same thing to me. And just today I got a note from YouTube saying we're not going to take down your videos because this is fair use and there's no copyright infringement happening. Why did YouTube take down your videos?
Because he actually went and filed a lawsuit.
Okay.
And he gave them the documents.
I see. So they take it down just saying like, okay, we want to wait till this gets settled. So we'll just take it down in the meantime.
Yeah, that's basically what they said.
But I don't know legally how it works, but YouTube would get the paperwork before he would?
Yeah,
like, shouldn't he be served first before
all he has to do is show YouTube that he actually filed. So they take down the channel and they say, when it's settled, show us that it went in your favor and we'll reinstate him.
Weird.
No one ever does.
But how
this,
do you file it and not serve the other person?
Right.
Sounds like it's not filed.
Right.
Right?
Well, YouTube emailed me the filing and he filed it. He just hasn't served me, which I don't think he's going to.
Interesting. So you have a pretty big YouTube channel. You make some money on that, and that's all been taken away from you.
Oh, yes, it has.
So can you countersue Brendan Schaub for the money that you're losing right now?
I probably could, but I probably wouldn't just because I want to get it over as quick as possible and get my channel back.
Right.
I'm not the litigious type like that dummy. So, and he sued me for making fun of him. And like this lawyer did a video about it. And he says, I don't even understand what this lawsuit is. And he told me to file some motion to have them explain better what they're suing me for. 'Cause he said, I don't even understand. They just list 4 things, but they don't provide videos or say what I did or anything.
Is it a copyright infringement? Is that what the...
Yeah, that's what he did. But he's not detailing how I did it. He's just saying he broke our copyright.
Because I was watching your show when you were explaining this, and you said literally there's 1,000 shows, and that's all they do is play clips from other people's shows and talk about it. It's transformative. How is that possibly copyright infringement?
That's what he does.
Right, that's what everybody
he does on his show.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
All this comes down to is, I'm telling you, is that video where the Fighter and the Kid subreddit caught him at that Mike Tyson Super Bowl thing, giving a piece of paper to a chick there.
Yep.
And I made a video. Did he get caught handing his number to a chick? And then, boom, all the copyrights just came in at once on both of my channels, all at once. So that was the triggering point.
So this is the same as marriage, is what this is about.
Maybe just had enough. I mean,
I don't know, Brendan. I know he does stand up, and
if you call it that, sure.
I mean, I would say he's better than Stuttering John, probably.
Okay.
Not by much.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean? He cleans under his nails before his set?
He's got an opener and a closer, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But no, I think it's, if you're claiming to be, in broadcasting and a comic and whatever, and you comment on other people, you can't go to the courts. It's not a good look, dude. It's not. And look, I'm not a fan of this dude. He's,
Not a fan of Kyle?
No, he's talked shit for years on me,
Yeah.
and it's like, all that being said, I don't agree with the lawsuit. I think it's bullshit that happened. He has his right to, comment on people who have talent and can do things, and that's fine. I mean, who am I to deny someone to be a barnacle on the SS Talent? That's not me. If that's something Kyle can make a living doing, all the power to him.
They
man.
don't boo nobody's show.
Yeah,
Barnacles are part of the ecosystem, baby.
That's it, man. I get it. I'm
he
not,
might have released a Kraken on this one, though, because the big YouTubers are really pissed about this.
Yes.
And I've had them DM me, like the Quartering and others. And, that dude, Moist Critical, who has over 10 million subs.
Yep.
Now he's all in the world of shitting on Brendan Schaub on his podcast and shit. But
Yeah, this was a bad move.
Yeah,
by Brendan Schaub. I agree. I saw the Quartering was going to help you raise money for your legal
he
team.
still is.
That's awesome.
I have to wait to get served, then get my lawyer, then see what this is going to cost me. I don't want to ask for money now, and then I don't know what I'm going to need for it right now.
So Shuley doesn't like you, but for everybody else, they can still follow you. You started up a new YouTube
I don't hate
channel,
you, pal.
right?
I don't hate you. I just don't like you.
I'm just trying to give a plug.
Yeah.
I knew that when he first started Patreon and I signed up and he blocked me.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, he doesn't even want my money.
Nope.
Oh, you know what he did to me? He signed up for my Patreon and then played the video that I was doing on my Patreon for everybody for free. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Well, so and here I am. I'm staying true to who I am. I may have blocked you. I don't follow you, and guess what? I don't report you or sue you either, brother. You can do what you want to do.
And here's the crazy thing: it's not like Brendan Schaub has me blocked on Twitter or anything, or Instagram, and I follow him on those. But then again, I don't tweet at him. So
yeah. So you're now Yewneek Entertainment. If people want to find you on YouTube.
Yeah, I just set up a channel in one of my kids' names. So technically, it's not my channel.
Okay.
But I can still post on it.
You'll never get caught doing that. That's
Nobody will know that
They'll
happened.
figure that one out.
That's good.
Well, technically, I can't own another channel, but someone else can, and I can still.
This is like an episode of Cops when the guy turns into an attorney when they're arresting him.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
So what had happened, officer?
Officer, the crack was on the passenger side of the vehicle.
The key was in the off position of the car. Well, good luck,
But
buddy.
yeah, Yewneek Entertainment. I'm on YouTube. Got me 1,000 subscribers.
Wow, 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing, dude. Good for you, man.
He's had more than that, Shuley. He had to start from scratch.
Oh, well, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, dude. Good luck with everything,
1,000
man.
subscribers. My
1,000.
God.
That's what I
Knocking out
said,
the park
dude.
there. Fucking, I'm the bee's knees.
I hear
Everyone loves
bees
me.
knees. I hear you,
Fucking
dude.
assholes. That cocksucker Schaub, that motherfucker.
Yep.
Him and his whole fucking Rogan crew. Because I think this goes deeper. Because No Jumper was subscribed to me. You know Adam 22?
Yeah, I think this part of the interview's over.
No, go ahead. What were you saying, Kyle?
Adam 22,
Yeah.
I think gave Brendan Schaub this advice. To sue me, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, there was also this video where I forget who it was, but a woman was talking about how a comedian who's not funny, she gave him a blowjob or something, and everyone thinks it's Brendan Schaub. And so that kind of like ruffled his feathers a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
No. That's the Walk Me to My Truck video.
Yes.
Where Bobby Lee's girlfriend and Annie Lederman.
That's what it was.
We're talking about a comedian who used to have a pickup truck would say, "Walk me to my truck," so they could hook up with him. And they were making fun of, and she said, and the biggest part is he's so not funny. And Bobby Lee's girlfriend was like, "That's the biggest clue. We feel so bad for his chick. We know his chick." So that was the first thing. And they pretty much have confirmed they were talking about Brendan Schaub.
Okay.
Because everyone assumes it's Brendan Schaub, and they haven't said it's not Brendan Schaub.
Right.
So,
Well, fuck Brendan Schaub. Everybody should tell Schaub to go fuck himself. Get on that
I want to
subreddit.
ask Julie a quick question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, pal?
What do you think about John Hine being on a show that jumped the shark?
Well, go ahead.
Do you think there's a difference between a comedian and a rich kid who becomes a comedian?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I've noticed about these Brendan Schaub, Chris D'Elia, Brian Callen, these are all little fucking rich kids with mommy and daddy's money who I think are just playing comedian.
Well, now
Brian Callen had a career.
I don't think Callen falls into that category. Callen's been doing stand up
Dad
for.
ran the CFR.
What's that?
Dad was head of the CFR.
No, that's not that. But I'm not.
Everything,
I'm not talking about what his dad did. What I'm talking about is the amount of time and years he's put into doing stand up, regardless of what his dad does for a living. I don't know D'Elia's story, but I know Schaub. You know, listen, look. I worked in radio for a long time. There's a lot of radio guys who get into stand up because they have an audience and they can sell some tickets, but they're not stand ups. So. Do I think he's a legit stand-up? No, he hasn't. He hasn't put in the 10,000 hours as they talk about, right?
All right, Kyle. Thanks for coming on, buddy. We're going to continue to bash Brendan Schaub. We're on your side on this one.
All right, peace.
All right, see ya.
All right, see ya.
Guys, I announced last week that we have a new song parody contest.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right, I have 4 songs to play today, and 3 of them are from one person.
I've been excited all day about this.
So, I will say it right now. Cardiff Electric has already made 3 songs. But they're pretty good, and I actually enjoy them. This is a parody on the song The